Hello! Are you looking to feel more understood in society, in your family, or just generally in everyday life? If you'd like to know how, then stay tuned as I'm going to guide you through 4 steps to feeling more understood. Hello, all you willing spirits out there. My name is William, and I offer divine guidance to the misunderstood spiritual intuitive. I help people to decondition for recognition, fulfilment, freedom, and joy. So, if this resonates with you and it sounds good, then please feel free to hit the subscribe button below, the little bell icon, and then also like this video so that it can increase the reach and other people can see my content and it can help improve and transform other people's lives. So I've been on such a long journey into the roots of why I feel so misunderstood. It's been years and years of exploration and just, generally going within and really asking the questions, very important questions, why I feel so misunderstood. And so I know how painful it feels. I know how painful it feels when you are misunderstood, when you feel like an alien, when you feel like no one understands you. You feel isolated, you feel rejected, you just feel like you generally don't fit in. And I know this is a very difficult state to be in. So this is exactly why I'm providing you with this content, because I want you to feel celebrated and loved and nurtured. I want you to really honor your gifts and your uniqueness. So it's been a lot of trial and error for me, but I feel like I've got the insight to offer others so that they can heal and transform and just generally move forward in their life and do the things that they want to do that maybe they've not had the confidence to do because of the way they felt about themselves, because they didn't understand themselves, or because others didn't understand. And my main intention for offering you this content is just so that it can provide a bit of relief for you, so that you don't feel like there's something wrong with you. Just so you understand really that perhaps you're just not for everyone, and that you need to surround yourself by the right kind of people. But anyway, we're going to go into this in 4 steps, and I'm just about to guide you through that. Okay, so let's get into it. So for step 1, it is know your own worth and your own value. I cannot stress enough how important this step is. And I'm going to begin by reading you a short parable just to set the scene and highlight my point. So, a father said to his daughter, "You have graduated with honours. Here is a Jeep I bought many years ago. It is pretty old now, but before I give it to you, take it to the used car lot downtown and tell them I want to sell it and see how much they offer for it." The daughter went to the used car lot, returned to her father and said, "They offered me 1,000 because they said it looks pretty worn out." The father said, "Now take it to the pawn shop." The daughter went to the pawn shop, returned to her father and said the pawn shop offered only 100 because it is an old Jeep. The father asked his daughter to go to a Jeep club now and show them the Jeep. The daughter then took the Jeep to the club, returned and told her father, "Some people in the club offered 100,000 for it because it's an iconic Jeep and sought after by many collectors." Now, the father said to his daughter, "The right place values you the right way. If you are not valued, don't be angry. It means you are in the wrong place. Those who know your value are those who appreciate you. Never stay in a place where no one sees your value." So I thought this was really important for me to just read out this parable, because it really is all about surrounding yourself by the right type of people, people who love you, people who honor you, people who respect you, people who really, really, really see your true value and your gifts, and they just can't get enough. They compliment you, they treat you well, they are reliable. And so just understanding that we are not for everyone is one of the first steps, and also knowing your value so that you don't surround yourself by people who put you down and who don't support you and who don't want you to be successful or happy. So yeah, number one, step one, know your value, know your worth. If we're surrounded by people that see us and hear us and respect our needs and our boundaries, then why would we ever feel misunderstood? We've found our tribe, we found a group of people who love us and appreciate us and respect us, and that is one of the best feelings, for me, finding my tribe and knowing that I'm just not for everyone. And it takes away the bitterness. It really takes away the bitterness of feeling rejected and unseen and unwanted and just deeply misunderstood. So I just thought I would emphasize that point for you so that you could feel a sense of relief in knowing that you do not have to please every single person. You just need to be in the right place with the right community, group, tribe around you. It's really that simple. Step 2, understanding the law of mirroring. So firstly, I think that we can all agree that we are energy and everything is vibration. Everything is vibration and energy. And if you agree, then comment below. So we live in a cause and effect universe where our thoughts create our reality. So whatever is going on in our external world is a representation of what's going on in our internal world. So I think this is just one of the first concepts to understand. Is it is basic quantum physics, and if we can understand how powerful our mind is and our thoughts and our subconscious beliefs, then we can really understand how to get deeper within ourselves, become more aware of what we are creating, and also affect our outer world so that we can attract desirable outcomes and desirable situations into our experience, rather than having the unwanted and the difficult experiences that may confirm our insecurities and our low self-esteem. So I try and live my life by these principles as much as possible, so that I can just continually keep expanding and growing, and instead of feeling like a victim, like life is happening to me, the way I see it is life is happening because of me, life is happening through me. Therefore, I feel more of a sense of control over my life, and I can just understand that, negative, bad things don't just happen to me. Like, I am the creator. So for example, if you want to fit this into the context of feeling misunderstood, I can turn feeling misunderstood around on myself, and I can ask myself questions like, am I understanding myself? If I'm not understanding myself, then surely my external world is going to be a representation of my internal world. If I'm feeling misunderstood, am I taking the time to understand myself? Am I taking the time to learn about myself and my needs and my wants and just generally what I want from life? So if we can understand that the external is mirroring our internal world and stepping out of victimhood into personal empowerment, then this is just a really, really empowering step to take into feeling more understood and therefore understanding ourselves more within our world, within our lives. Step 3 is personal attunement. So attunement is where you really are taking someone as part of yourself. You hear them, you see them, you feel them, you understand them. So attunement is attuning towards another, but personal attunement is just when you do the same process for yourself. So you're really, really trying to get within what you need, what you want to feel safe, emotionally safe, secure, loved, cared for. So yeah, a personal attunement is a very, very important step to this process, because it is the gateway to really understanding yourself and therefore feeling understood, because again, it will be mirrored back to you through the law of mirroring, because we're really going to be working on a subconscious level in order to help heal certain thoughts and patterns that have taken place. So attunement brings awareness. This is the key with all of these steps, really. It's all about bringing deeper awareness to yourself. So attunement brings awareness, and awareness brings change. And without awareness, then how can we ever make a change? Like how can we ever change something about us if we don't have any awareness? And if you agree on this, that the awareness is the first step to change, then please comment below. Since many of our parents didn't have anyone to attune to them, they didn't have anyone to notice their emotional needs or take care of them on a spiritual level, and even a physical level. So they were often overlooked, these very, very, very important needs. So because our parents often didn't have anyone to attune to them, it would be almost impossible for them to know how to attune to us and our needs. So we grew up not having any attunement, and therefore we wouldn't have the ability to attune to ourselves, because we weren't even taught how to understand ourselves, recognize our own emotional needs, our spiritual wants, and so on and so forth. So I just think this is a very important point to make. It's not a blame game. I'm not blaming anyone for this, but I just think it's really important that we understand this, so that we can take personal accountability and personal responsibility for this and end this cycle of emotional poverty, because it is really our mission and our goal to expand and to heal wounds that have been passed down through the generations. So this is why it's very important that we understand and learn how to personally attune, so that we can end this cycle of suffering and really move forwards with our lives and our goals, and just improve our general quality of life. So if we can think of step 3, which is personal attunement, as a way of parenting ourselves, this is just a really good way of looking at this and understanding this step, so that we can bring around relief. And because we are attuning to ourselves and understanding exactly what we need, we will also understand who we want to surround us, who we want around us that can meet our own needs. So it will really impact the choices that we make in life. And again, according to the law of mirroring, we will be sending out these vibrations of being healed and understanding ourselves, and therefore we will be attracting in others who are sharing the same view. They've gone away and they've done their own personal attunement, so they've ended their own cycles of suffering, so that we can all come together and we can build community and we can understand one another and live in harmony. So I think it is very, very crucial to hold this idea of reparenting in our minds, just to know that now we've taken over as parents, in the back of our subconscious minds, of course, and through visualizations and so on and so forth. But it is very important that we reparent ourselves as much as possible, so that we can bring awareness and help ourselves to heal and process certain traumas. Step 4 is connecting to the heart space. So since feeling misunderstood really relates to disconnection, and I think it relates to disconnection from the self, it is so important to keep bringing our awareness constantly back to ourselves. You know, what do I need? What do I want? How can I improve my life and bring more fulfillment and wholeness into my experience and my reality? So yeah, connecting to the heart. Simply, you know, I'm going to keep this simple because it's not very complex and difficult to understand, but really all we need to know is that bring ourselves from the mind, because the mind is the ego, and the ego will be, constantly fueling a negative voice. It can go around and round in circles. But if we, drop our shoulders, take a nice deep breath, take 3 deep breaths in and out, and then we just imagine a pebble dropping into a lake, which is going from the mind through, down, into the body, and then we really feel ourselves in our heart space. And from this heart space, we can feel connected, and we will really understand what we need. And again, this will be mirrored in the external, where we really know what we want, and we know what to ask for, and we know not to listen to the mind. We listen instead to our body and to our heart. And I think this is a beautiful last step to the sequence in these 4 steps to understanding yourself, and therefore feeling understood as a result. By coming back to the heart space, it also allows you to really feel and process things through the body. And just generally, if you bring fears into the heart space as well, this idea, oh, I'm so misunderstood, no one understands me, why me? If we can bring all of these thoughts and fears into our heart space, we can allow them to be dissolved, and it really is that simple. So I really hope you've enjoyed these 4 steps to feeling more understood and understanding yourself. If you found this useful, then I do offer one-on-one sessions where we can go even more deeply into some of these steps that I've outlined today. And I will link this in the description below so that you can find me. My website will be linked down below also. I would love to work with you if you are interested. So if you've liked this video, please remember to subscribe below and hit the like button if you've enjoyed the content and you found it useful. It would really help to get it out there and to be helping more people. And I'm just going to leave you with a beautiful mantra before I go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Blessings.